Morning.
Morning. With a long injury report and a Thursday game coming up, does that change at all how you handle these few days?
Absolutely not. No, we're focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's today and the Minnesota Vikings. We'll worry about all that other stuff when the time comes.
Even with like load management and the.
Okay. Is that what you're getting at, Bill?
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, I would obviously you plan this stuff out well in advance of where we are today, and you take into the situations into account for sure.
I asked Emmanuel yesterday about what you said about being hard on him, and he laughed and he said he gave me hell every single day as a rookie.
I probably need to go back to that.
Are you that tough on a guy because you ultimately see something in him and want to bring it out in him?
Yeah, I think anytime, I think that's a good thing if you're getting coached and you're held to a high standard. That means that we obviously see something in you as a player, and if we're not talking to you, it's probably a problem. So I think there's a lot more good that comes with that and the expectations that come with that than if you're not saying anything to somebody.
Did you guys kick yesterday?
We did.
How did that go for Brandon?
He had a really good day.
Will you kick again this week or not?
Tomorrow.
Is that, I don't know, I mean, nothing you can do about it, I suppose, but after a guy pops up on Saturday, do you have to kind of tiptoe around a little bit, or you just kind of go full speed ahead, and if you can kick, you can kick? And
I think we've done enough through the situation, and we got two guys that we believe in, and you just deal with it. I don't know how else to put it other than that you just adjust, adapt, and make the best of whatever the situation may be.
How's Quay progressing into today?
He's feeling better, and we'll see how he feels today before we make a decision where he's at. But certainly he's a guy that's very, very important to not only our football team, or not only our defense, but our entire football team.
Now with anybody who would be coming off of IR or PUP or anything, would you basically want them to start practice at the beginning of a week? Like you wouldn't bring them back on a Thursday or Friday, would you? Like if they don't go at the first practice of the week?
Yeah, I would. I don't ever want to speak in absolutes because certainly there's circumstances that arise where it could happen. But I would say, generally speaking, you would open that window early in the week so they would get the full benefit, even if it's just to be able to participate in some of the walkthrough things where it's just all mental. But typically, I would say that's how we'd operate.
So does next week is weird? You don't really practice. Does that impact? Like, would you not bring a guy back?
Potentially, yeah, absolutely.
And Matt, going back to the linebackers for a sec, with Isaiah McDuffie, how valuable has it been to have someone like him that obviously he has an entrenched role with what you do, but then when you lose Quay, he goes to that Mike role and kind of communicates everything from there.
Yeah, how valuable is that? It's extremely valuable. And Isaiah's played a lot of football for us, and he's played in a lot of different positions. It does have a little bit of a compound effect in regards to, because we all see his value and his worth not only on the defense but on special teams as well. And so you got to kind of protect him in that regard.
Golden, at least when we were out there yesterday, Golden was running routes but not catching any passes. Savion didn't practice. Is it going to be a challenge the rest of the year with those guys, just to kind of get them through up until game day?
I don't want to say the rest of the year, but I would say just in the very short term, absolutely.
Obviously, if it's a veteran guy, that's one thing, but how much of a challenge is it for when it's two rookies that you're counting on roles to have such a limited role?
It is challenging, but we're not the only team dealing with it. So you just got to make the best of whatever the situation and try to give them as much as you can in regards to if they're not out there getting the full speed reps, then you got to kind of double down on the walkthrough reps or whatever it may be.
So specifically with Matthew, because he has played a bunch of snaps, how's he handled the limited practice reps but playing in games?
I think he's done a great job. I think it's important to him. It's not like when he goes out there, he's doing a great job of executing and owning his responsibilities. So I haven't foreseen it being a problem.
Josh be able to practice today?
Yeah, we're gonna warm him up through Indy and just see how he's feeling.
What have you thought of Eric Wilson?
I think Eric Wilson's.
He's leading the team in tackles again.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job. He shows up all over the film. He shows up as a special teams player, obviously, and then on defense, he's really carved a role for himself. And he's played a ton of snaps for him, meaningful snaps. He does a great job in coverage. He does a great job coming up, and he's one of the best that I've seen in terms of being able to get the ball out as well. I mean, every time he goes into tackle, you better be aware because he's probably going to bring a punch with it. So I've been really impressed by him. It's not surprising. I mean, we saw it. So.
That's good.
All right, guys. Have a good one.